Virgo, this person is going to visit your house. That feeling that someone is coming. And it's not a casual visit, it's not social, it's not by chance. It's a visit with a purpose that is necessary, that can no longer be postponed. And when I say at your house, I'm not just talking about a physical address. I'm talking about your space, your territory, the place where you feel safe, private, yourself. And this person, they will cross that boundary. They will enter where you normally don't allow them. And they will bring something that needs to be said, resolved, confronted, or offered. And you're not expecting it. You didn't plan it. You didn't invite them. But they come anyway. Because there are things that don't wait for an invitation. There are truths that don't ask permission. There are moments that simply happen. And this one is coming. And when they arrive, when this person appears at your door, everything you avoided, postponed, pretended didn't exist, it will be there. Real, inevitable, demanding an answer. So prepare yourself. Because the visit is coming. And with it, change is coming. Truth is coming. What you need to face is coming, whether you're ready or not. Virgo's first question: who is this person? And here's where it gets interesting, because it could be someone you know, or it could be someone new. But it's not just anyone. It's a specific person. Someone who carries something of yours, something you left with them, or something they never gave back to you. It could be an ex you never had a real connection with, that ended badly, that left unspoken words, unresolved resentments, truths not told. And now this person needs to talk, needs to resolve things, needs to close the cycle. Not because you asked, but because they need to, because something in them changed, because they carried that weight for too long. And finally they come to give it back. They come to say it. They come to ask. Or they come to offer what they never offered: recognition, an apology, the truth about why they broke up. And you'll have to receive it. You'll have to listen. You'll have to process it, even if you don't want to, even if you've already moved on, even if you prefer to leave the past in the past. Or it could be someone familiar, someone from your family with whom you have a complicated relationship. Father, mother, sibling, someone you're distant from, not necessarily geographically, but emotionally. Someone you love but can't be near. Someone you want to connect with, but it always ends in conflict. And this person? They're coming. They didn't warn you. They didn't ask if they could. They simply come. And they bring with them everything that was never said, everything that was always swallowed, everything the family taught you to hide. And this time there will be no way to avoid it. There will be no way to smile and pretend everything is okay. Because they come with intention. They come to confront. Or they come to finally connect. For real. Without masks. Without performance. And you will have a choice. The choice to open up. To be honest. To allow the relationship to be real. Or the choice to keep your distance. But consciously. Not through omission. Through clear choice. Or it could be someone you hurt. Someone you wounded. Intentionally or not. Someone you owe an apology to. Someone you owe recognition to. Someone you owe reparation to. And you know who it is. You always knew. But you avoided it. Because looking at it means admitting you weren't perfect. That you made a mistake. That you caused pain. And as a Virgo, that's almost unbearable. Because you have standards. You have expectations of yourself. And failing, hurting someone, it doesn't fit. So you pushed it down. You rationalized it. They're over it. It was so long ago. They probably don't even remember. But they do. And they come. They come to give you an opportunity. Not to punish yourself, but to do right. To acknowledge. To repair. And when they come, you'll feel it. You'll feel guilt rising. You'll feel defensiveness wanting to appear. You'll want to explain, to justify. But don't. Just listen. Acknowledge. and offer what you should, a real apology. No buts, no explanations, just, I was wrong, I'm sorry. And let them heal, both of them. Or it could be someone completely new, someone you've never seen. But the universe is sending them, with a proposal, with an opportunity, with a connection. And this person? It will seem casual. It will seem like a coincidence. I was passing by. I found your address. I hope you don't mind. But it's not casual. It's destined. It's orchestrated. It's the universe saying, here, pay attention. This person has something for you, something you need, something you were asking for, without knowing you were asking for it. And it will be strange. It will be uncomfortable, because you weren't expecting it. You weren't prepared. And Virgos don't like being unprepared. But that's the point. The universe knows. It knows that if it warned you, you would prepare so much that you would block it, that you would analyze it until you killed spontaneity, that you would control it until you lost the magic. So it doesn't warn you. It simply sends it, and you receive it, unprepared, disarmed, real. And that's exactly where the connection happens, where the opportunity reveals itself, where life changes. Or it could be a friend who drifted away, someone you lost touch with, not because you fought, but because life happened, because routines changed, because priorities adjusted, and you drifted apart, slowly, subtly, until one day, there was no more contact, and you miss them, more than you admit, more than you allow yourself to feel. Because missing someone is vulnerable. It's admitting you need them, that people matter, that connection has value, and you prefer to be self-sufficient, prefer not to need them, but you do. And this friend felt it too, and finally decides to do something, decides to show up, without warning, without planning, just shows up. And when they come, when they're at your door, you'll feel it. You'll feel everything you kept inside, all the longing you denied, all the love you minimized. And you'll have to choose. Choose to allow reconnection. Choose to be vulnerable. Choose to admit, I missed you. And admitting that, it's a risk. But it's also healing. It's restoration. It's remembering that you don't have to be alone, that connection is possible, that people stay, even when distance happens. Second question, why now? Why not before? Why not later? And the answer is, because now is when it needs to be. There is accumulation of energy, of need, of readiness, yours and theirs. And when do these two readinesses align? When do both of your internal timings synchronize? Movement happens. It cannot be forced. It cannot be rushed. It can only be allowed. And now? Now is the moment. You may not feel ready. You may prefer more time, more preparation, more control. But your soul knows. Your soul knows that you are exactly where you need to be to receive what is coming. So trust. Trust that if it's happening now, it's because now is right. Even if your head says otherwise, even if logic doesn't make sense, your soul knows. And your soul is right. And there's more. There's an astrological reason, an energetic one. March has portals, it has openings, it has moments where the veil between what was and what can be thins. And in those moments, movements happen. People who were standing still decide. Truths that were buried rise. Courage that was sleeping awakens. And action happens. Not because they planned it, but because they can no longer not do it. Because resistance breaks. Because need overcomes fear. And they come. They come because they finally can. They are finally ready. And you? You are too. Even if you don't know it. Even if you don't feel it. You are. Because if you weren't, they wouldn't come. The universe doesn't allow encounters before their time. It only allows them when both can endure, when both can process, when both can transform. So if it's happening, You are ready. Trust in that. And what do you do when that person arrives? When they ring the doorbell? When they appear at the door? First, you breathe. Deeply. Because there will be an impulse to close the door, to pretend they're not there, to avoid them. But don't. Because avoiding it now only delays it. And next time it will be more intense, more urgent, more inevitable. So you breathe, and you open the door, not with fear, not with defensiveness, but with curiosity, with openness, with a willingness to see what comes. Second, you listen. Really listen. Not to respond, not to defend, not to fix, but to understand, to receive, to process. Because what does this person bring? It's not about you being right or wrong. It's about their truth, their experience, their needs, and it deserves to be heard, even if it hurts, even if you disagree, even if you prefer another version. You listen. Third, you feel. You feel what arises within you. Anger, sadness, relief, fear, joy, all of that. You don't push it down. You don't immediately rationalize it. You allow it. You allow the emotion to exist, to be felt, to be processed. Why this visit? It will stir things up, things you buried, things you organized in little boxes, things you decided were resolved. But they weren't. They were just stored away. And now? Now they rise up, and they need to be felt, to be truly resolved. So you feel, without judgment, without haste, just feel. Fourth, you respond. But not immediately, not reactively. You give it space to process, to digest, to understand what it really means. And when you know, when clarity comes, you respond. Honestly, completely, without excessive editing, without performance, just truth, your truth. And if your truth is, I need time to process this, you say it. If it's, thank you for coming, this means a lot, you say it. If it's, I'm not ready to forgive yet, but I'm willing to try, you say it. Whatever it is, you speak the truth. And truth? Truth always creates movement. Forward, even when it hurts, even when it's difficult, always forward. And what about what comes after? After the person leaves, after the door closes, after you're alone again? What happens? Processing happens. Real processing. Because in the moment, in the heat of the moment, you're reacting, you're surviving, you're coping. But what about after? After that comes understanding, insight, connecting the dots. And you need to make space for that. Don't immediately go back to your routine. Don't bury yourself in work. Don't get distracted. But sit down. With what happened, with what was said, with what was felt, and let it go. Let it process. Let it integrate. Let it change you. Because it will change you. It can't not change you. Because truth always transforms. And this visit? It brought truth. About them. About you. About relationships. About the past. About the future. And when you allow this truth to settle in, when you stop fighting against it, something changes. Internally. And when the internal changes, the external follows. Inevitably. And there's something about in your home that's important to understand. Home is sacred territory. It's where you are you, without masks, without performance, where you are vulnerable, relaxed, real. So when someone comes to your home, it's not small. It's significant. It's crossing boundaries. It's entering intimate space. And that requires courage. Theirs to come. Yours to allow it. Because it's easy to find in neutral territory, in a cafe, in a public place, where both have masks, have defenses, have escape routes. But home? Home is different. Home is real. It's vulnerable. It's true. So when that person chooses to come to your home, when you choose to receive them, both are saying, this is important. This is real. This deserves intimacy. It deserves vulnerability. It deserves truth. And recognizing that, recognizing the significance of that choice, it helps you. It helps you take it seriously, to be present, to honor the moment. And a house also has energy. It has memory. It has history. Everything that has ever happened there, it's recorded. In the walls, in the air, in the vibration. And when someone new enters, or someone old returns, that energy reacts. It mixes. It creates something new. And you will feel it. You will feel your house is different afterward. Not necessarily bad, but different. Because their presence changed something. It left a mark. It left an impression. And that's good. It's healthy. It's a sign that you allowed it. You allowed life to enter. That change could happen. That movement could take hold. Because a house that never changes, that never allows entry, becomes a mausoleum, becomes a museum, becomes a dead place where living people merely exist. But a house that allows, that receives, that transforms, becomes a home, becomes a living sanctuary, becomes a space where life truly happens. And if you're wondering, how do I know it's this person? How will I recognize them when it is? You will know. You'll know by the feeling, by the way your body reacts, by the way your heart races or calms, by the way something inside you says, this is important, pay attention, and you'll want to ignore it. You'll want to rationalize it. It's just a casual visit. It doesn't mean anything. I'm exaggerating, but you're not. Your system knows. Your body knows. Your soul knows. And when you know, when you recognize it, don't run away. Don't minimize it. Receive it. With seriousness, with presence, with openness. Because moments like this don't always come. They come when they need to, when both are ready, when the universe aligns. And when they come, they deserve total attention. And there is preparation you can do before it happens. Energetic preparation. Emotional preparation. First, you clean your house, literally, not just physically, but energetically. You open windows, you let air in, you remove what is stagnant, what accumulates dust, what no longer serves you, and you create space, clean space, open space, space that can receive. Because stagnant energy blocks, prevents, makes difficult. But flowing energy allows, facilitates, opens. Second, you prepare yourself emotionally. You revisit past relationships, unresolved situations, unspoken truths, and you make peace. Internally. You don't need to contact anyone. You don't need to resolve things externally. But internally, you forgive, you let go, you release. Because when that person comes, when the moment arrives, you will want to be clean. Not carrying old resentment, not trapped in old narratives, but free, open, present. And finally, about what this visit means in the grand scheme of things. In your journey, in your evolution. This visit, is it closure, or opening, or both? Is the universe saying, this chapter, does it need to be truly closed? Or this chapter, is it ready to begin? And you need to be present. You need to participate. You need to consciously choose. Not let it happen to you, but make it happen through you. And the difference is everything. When are you conscious? When do you actively participate? You have power. You have choice. You have agency. But when are you passive? When are you just reacting? Life happens to you. And you just survive. But that's not why you're here. You're here to live, to choose, to create. So when this person comes, when the opportunity presents itself, you choose, consciously, courageously, and you live. Finally, fully, you live.